Can't We Try? 12 minutes now before 12 midday, and I'm delighted to welcome to DTR this morning a lady who's, well, been in the news an awful lot. Nice to be able to say hello this morning to Cynthia Payne. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning. You must excuse my voice because I've been talking for about 4 months now non-stop and it's going hoarse.
Oh, dear.
So if the listeners think I'm a bit croaky, you'll know why.
That's fine, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try not to strain the voice too much.
No, you carry on because I've got to do a lot of talking.
Well, we want to hear all that you have to say. First of all, I believe that that at the moment you've just published a book which is called Entertaining at Home,
Yes.
which I think is a very entertaining title. Now, I haven't had the book, Cynthia, but is it really entertaining at home in the sense that people would think of entertaining at home, or is it your sort of entertaining at home?
Well, it's very much. I'm looking at my mail now and reading my letters, and one man has just written to me, said that all over the weekend he was in fits of laughter. It's very much a fun book for the Christmas stocking. If you send me your address, I'll send one to Ireland with you. To you.
Right.
It's advising people. It's funny things like advising people to lock all their bedroom doors before they give a party.
Well,
Otherwise they may end up broken like mine. And then you see photographs of my broken door, the original broken door in my house, and I'm peeping behind it cheekily.
May I just ask you, Cynthia, is it true that your business cards, in fact, show this photograph of the broken door that the policeman broke down?
Oh, yes, they broke it down in the rage, you see. They were so eager to get into a bedroom to take photographs that they broke the door completely down. So it's made a very cheeky page in the book. It's the original broken door. And of course, we dressed up as a man as a policeman.
Oh.
And I'm standing beside him behind the broken door. And it's little hints like, well, that wasn't the truth, as you know. But it's little hints like that and how to get on with your local police force and how to give a party and how to avoid policemen with blue eyeshadow. And it's not a book poking fun at the police because I think basically they do a very, very good job and they have a rotten job to do. But it's I've done a very light-hearted bit about the police, but the only thing is I wish they hadn't done such a good job on me.
Well, that's what I'm worried about, Cynthia. You see, if we get this book Entertaining at Home, the dear knows what will happen to us if we follow some of your advice.
Well, anybody that takes the book too seriously would be, well, I don't know. Anybody can give a party like mine and can end up in jail. If you read the trial book of Cynthia Payne, which I'll send you, it's a 1930 law where a judge ruled that it was for the upper classes. The upper classes were getting working girls into trouble. And so I think this was either in Oxford or Cambridge. And it was said then that anybody that allowed their house for two couples in a bedroom, that constitutes a brothel. So really, anybody could get into trouble like me. It has nothing to do with money, and it has nothing to do with prostitutes. We had in court. We had 2 days of legal arguments where this came up.
Right.
So really, anybody can give a party like mine, and this is why I pleaded guilty to let the whole world know how stupid our sex laws. I mean, some of them are 250 years old.
Well, do you think after all the hassle and all the publicity you've gone through over the past number of months,
Yes.
do you think you're going to get anything done about what you see as the silly laws regarding parties like you were throwing?
I could sit back now and say, right, I can enjoy myself, which I am. But my ambition now is to be an MP.
I beg your pardon?
I said my ambition now is to be an MP.
That's what I thought you said.
Yes, to try and get our stupid sex laws changed, because I think a lot of this child battering and child abuse in this country is due to the fact that men are very frustrated They have nowhere to go, and when they are in a foul mood, the first thing they do is go into a pub. They go and get drunk, and they come home and sometimes take it out on their wives and children. And I think half of these child battering cases are caused through men that have done exactly that. They've gone home and gone into a pub, they've got drunk and come back and beat the kids or beat the wife. And I think it's due to the fact that there is nowhere in this country where a man can go and have a little bit of fun without either him losing his job or everybody is looking at him saying, no, tat, tat, tat.
Well, okay, a bit of fun as you describe it. Now, where do you draw the line between, where in your sort of moral code does the institution, say, of marriage appear and say fidelity?
This is life, you see. This is life in the raw. And if you're going to sweep it under the carpet and pretend it doesn't exist, there's going to be more rapes. There's going to be more babies murdered. You see, for one thing, there are a lot of men that don't have wives. I catered for the men mainly that had lost their wives, either in death or had sick wives, you see.
Right.
So that was my brothel that I ran, which is based on my film Personal Services. In the film, you don't see any married men, very few anyway. I felt sorry for men that was lonely. And that was why the film was made, because my brothel was different. I did have the odd occasional man, and it was always the same, you know. I love my wife in every way. She's a wonderful wife and a wonderful mother.
But she doesn't...
But she's had an operation, or she's sick. And I just don't want to worry her this way. And I think when a man comes into a brothel, I think it's because he loves her, not the other way around. I think he would get involved with a straight girl or get involved with his secretary at work. And then that is more marriage breakups.
So
I say my brothel saved marriages, it didn't destroy them.
So obviously the title of the film in which Julie Walter starred as yourself, Personal Services, was a carefully chosen one.
Well, the script writer had been coming to my parties for 3 years, and so he had got the vibrations very, very well indeed.
Sure, yes.
And he was most disappointed on the one that I got rated. He'd been coming, you know, to everyone. And then on the one that I got rated, he was just finishing filming on the set and was very tired, and he didn't turn up. And that was the raid he missed.
Did you
and
know?
He was most disappointed.
Did you know that raid was going to take place?
Oh, no.
You didn't?
Oh, I went balmy, no. I didn't think the police would be so stupid again, to be honest.
Well, this poor old policeman who beat the door in and who now glories on your business cards and in this photograph which appears in the book. I mean, have you seen that man since?
Well, the man who bashed the door down.
Yeah.
Well, when I was arrested and taken to the police station, all the police at the police station were very annoyed about it, and they pointed the man out to me who'd done it, and he was sitting right at the back, looking very sort of subdued. I didn't go on at him. I mean, I yelled at the chief superintendent for having the door broken in the first place, and he knew it was wrong. But I think he got a telling off about it. But I yelled at them like fury when I saw it, because I said, anybody thought you're raiding this room for drugs, not sex, I said.
Well, let's face it. I mean, prostitution, running a brothel is illegal. It's against the law. Do you honestly believe that if it were legalized, that it would help, as you put it, these lonely men who maybe have a sick wife or whatever?
Well, I don't want it legalised. I want it decriminalised. If you legalise it, that means the state is going to tell me how to run a brothel, and I don't think the state knows how to run the country properly without all that. So I want it decriminalised, which would mean that we would have to pay our taxes and be licensed. And it would also allow the freedom of the police to come in and look at your brothel any time, like they do in Amsterdam. The police, I've been to the brothels in Amsterdam, and I've talked to the owners there, and the police are allowed free entry any time just to check there's no young girls there. And that's a much better way of doing it. And mainly, not only for the poor men, the frustrated wives, but for the poor woman too. I think, and I think a lot of women wouldn't be raped so much. I think the scale of charges would have to be reasonable. So it's not only for the men, it's for us women too. I mean, even I'm nervous to go out of a night after 10, even in London. I mean, me of all people now.
Have you, as a result of the life you've led and the sort of business that you run, do you come in for a lot of battering from people when you're, I don't mean physical battering, I mean verbal abuse from people when you're maybe out and about?
Ever since I came out of prison in 1980 for the first charge, I've had 2 hate letters. My agent warned me when I first wrote the first book, An English Madam, the very first one, which is my life story. She did warn me that I'd get plenty of hate letters and also plenty of love letters. Well, do you know, I only had 2 hate letters in the 6 years, and the 2 hate letters that I had in 1980, I was getting them on this second trial, so they were the 2 same people.
Right.
And my publishers, Penguin, said that they were amazed because them as publishers, they get a lot of hate letters in the post every day.
And you just got 2.
So when you think in 7 years, 2 hate letters, and it's the 2 same people. Because I keep my hate letters and I know the handwriting.
We're running out of time here at the moment, Cynthia. I want a very quick answer. How did you think Julie Walters portrayed you in the film?
Well, I like Julie. I think she plays me marvellous halfway through. Have you seen it?
No.
No. Well, I think she plays me a bit hard when I used to be a waitress. Right. But I think halfway she gets into it and she's marvellous. And 80% of it is true, though we have to say it's fiction because of the libel laws.
Okay.
80% is true, but the end bit isn't true about the judge. I do want to make sure
everybody knows
the end bit isn't true about the judge. But I went to prison on that one.
Well, Cynthia, I'd love to talk to you for a lot longer. We ain't got time now, but maybe we'll come back to you sometime in the future. And good luck with entertaining.
Leave me your address, please. Let me send you the book.
Please have a little word with my Florence there, okay? Cynthia, thanks a million.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Madam Sin herself, Cynthia Payne. If you have any thoughts on anything she said there, drop them on a little card and let me know about them, and we may take them up later on in the week. Till tomorrow, bye-bye. It's 12 noon.